Hit Squad TV.
Well, welcome, buddy. Welcome, guys. How you guys doing out there tonight? Give us a little. We're bring this guys to you right now. I threw this studio together in a hurry right now. I've just been back in my house. Little over, I don't know, a day and a half, man. What's up, Castro? How you doing, buddy? Nice to see you in the stream with me, man. Like I said, if you guys are just tuning in, I just seriously threw the studio together in the last 30 minutes, guys, to get this thing set up for you guys.
Yeah,
And
it's. I'm trying to find it on Facebook right now. We're restreaming all over the place right now, and this laptop, I'm trying to check you guys out on Facebook. I'm Sewell. This is Clint. You said Lalo's in the house?
yeah, he's on Facebook, man.
Oh,
So
well, come in, man. Good to see you. I don't know why I can't get it on my laptop, but yeah, we are out in the Northwest, and our Tuesday nights have been black, and they've been black for a reason because the sky is almost the same. It has been the most unnerving type of feeling probably we've all experienced in the Northwest. Not knowing if our homes are going to be all right, not knowing if we have a place to go, where we should go to. These fires are extremely serious. We have had them slow down finally, and they've lessened the evacuation notifications.
yeah,
a little bit.
I'm talking from the studio right here, another 2 miles, and we're still in evac 3, dude, and we're in evac 2 currently here.
Yeah, I currently live in 2 or in 1 now. I got up to 2, and I ran up and saw. I tried to run away from the smoke for a while. I went up for the last few days up in Bellingham, Washington. One of our fellow DJs up there, Zach, DJ Problem Solver, actually put me up for a few nights. The smoke just kind of traveled up there, though. I made it maybe half a day and saw some blue sky for a second. He lives near the bay up there, so luckily it was actually mixed. The fog was mixed more with smoke. It wasn't quite as much smoke as it was fog. For a couple days, I went up to like Mount Baker just to get above things. It was a very beautiful view. I've never seen that mountain before. That is no joke, but it still was hazy. It still has been inhaling smoke for like an entire week. You'll probably hear raspiness in our voices,
Yes.
all sorts of things. So we do apologize for not being with you the last couple of weeks, but we are here to explain and to give you information on the insight from our perspective, from real people living in it right now.
Yes.
And we have friends all across the state, and I appreciate all the offers I've had out of state. I know the Arizona people were like, "Come down, see me, like do all this."
Dude, I mean, I've had California people reach out to me. I mean, California's just as bad, not as bad as we are currently here. What up, Kippy? What up, Woods? They're over there on Twitch. So currently, guys, we are streaming on Twitch, Mixcloud Live, and Facebook all at the same time. Here in the new podcast studio, this is a quick just throw it together studio. Well, actually, tonight is a throw together. I've been building this studio for the past 6 months, you think? Oh, almost 9 months.
Yeah, it's been a while. I mean, for doing this in about 30 minutes, it's actually not too bad.
No, but not at all.
A lot of the things you're seeing too, I guess we can give you a quick rundown. You're watching us through a Sony DSLR A7.
Correct.
If anyone's trying to stream, these are good things to write down. Eventually, we'll have more videos and more things for you guys to link into so you know more to do. What's that light on top of the camera called?
I don't remember. It's kind of like the Elgato key light, but it's a Chinese knockoff. It's a big square light.
Yeah, so we got our single panel light there, a little monitor next to it. In front of us that you guys can't see, as we're sitting here, we got the new Rode Pod mics.
These are the brand new Rode Pod mics. They just got delivered today, matter of fact. We were using the Audio Technica AT 2020s. Great microphone, so...
They sound, I mean, everybody says these compared to the Shure
SM7Bs.
SM7Bs, which are probably the most iconic mics you've seen in radio, movies, everything. There's been singers use them. And I was in broadcasting for about 11 years. And I would say, yeah, what the tone I'm getting is pretty amazing. For the retail of these are around what?
Retail on these mics are $100, dude.
$100. The other mics are about $300. So if you can get your hands on these, and this is what you're trying to do, I'm kind of blown away what's going on in my headphones right now. I sound like I feel like I should be announcing some big movies or something right now. Or
Yeah.
behind us too, we got the the Roadcaster. Is that what they're calling this thing now?
That is the Roadcaster Pro. That's the mixing board that runs it all together.
Which it has sample banks. You can actually put in whatever sound effects. You can push some of those. Check those out.
I mean, we've had this thing here almost a month in the studio now for the other live shows. Hey, what up, Cryptic? What up, JV? Out there in the Twitch land, man. Thanks for joining us. Anyway, so yeah, this thing, you can load samples into it. It's a huge piece that we need, so. Yeah,
boost the quality. So here we are. We threw it all together. All this equipment came out of my cars, his cars. We had stuff. We tore down in we took 2 hours as soon as the smoke started billowing in.
Yeah.
And we were sending equipment every which direction we could possibly hide it at. And we brought it back in today, and we wanted to get out here and just inform you and hopefully interact too. Lalo, make me a drop. They sound good.
Yeah.
Oh, they sound real good. Yeah. Kippy, what up, man? Yeah, I drove past Kippy. Kippy's up in Seattle.
Yeah.
How's the skies in Seattle, Kippy? If you're listening, let us know, man. I know that when I was coming down, it just got see, I'm still hacking. It just got thicker and thicker as I was driving down from Bellingham, and now it is more white than it was dark.
Well, it's funny you bring that up because the air quality index, dude, has been horrendous. It's been 400 or 500, 8 air quality index. If you guys have an iPhone, I know Nate's a Droid dude, but they did update. They did just update Apple Maps to include air quality index on Apple Maps, at least in the Northwest for us guys. Current air quality index right now at my house is 264, man. It's been in the high 4s, low 4s, a while. And Goalie, good to see you, man. Yes, we're all safe. And thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it.
Yeah, Jason Goalie, much love to you, man. Thank you for checking in. We are here just to let you know that we're safe.
Yes.
We aren't going to be bringing you any music tonight. We don't even know how long we'll talk. If you guys want to chat and you have more questions about how the fires are going, how the Northwest is looking, please let us know. If there's things in the future you'd like us to see, we'd love to discuss that as well. I think I don't know who's been through things like this that are large natural disasters. I would love to hear and see things that you guys have gone through. I know that for me, I've had a few incidents in the outdoors and things, so being rescued and we've been in car wrecks, we've done those type of things, but large natural disasters, man, how many you been in?
Well, concerning if you go back to my childhood, since I grew up in LA, we had earthquakes. You know what I'm saying? I lived through the 88 earthquake, but I was a little toddler. Oh, shit, 88. I want to age myself here. I was 11 years old.
We're both old as hell.
Yeah, exactly. So, but it was surreal for me this time because walking through the house, thinking, what's salvageable? What can you live without? What do you need to take just in case everything is still not there? It was kind of an eye-opener, like how much equipment I have for not only like this, but the DJ side of it. And then most people don't understand my day job as a contractor. It's like, I don't know. It was just surreal to have to, in 2 hours, take what you think you need to live on if your house was to burn.
Absolutely. I grabbed my skis.
Of course you did.
Made sure I get, I was like, how am I going to load 3 plastic kayaks, my inflatable one, clothes, who cares? Just let them burn. I can go to Ross, whatever. I'll grab some more. But no, I think the proper steps that I read about were, if you have any titles, and these are good words of advice, like if you have titles for your cars and things like that, those are definitely things you should have prepared in your go box to get the hell out. And I did find those. I did find a bag, and I stashed those. I took those with me. And ultimately it was gear. I'm in a different situation though. My house can move.
Your house can move.
I downsized everything in my life, and I definitely encourage anyone that can do that. If you're a single person or you have a couple or whatever and you can live with minimal, you definitely should do it. I've been living in the RV life for about a year, and it's not like I have a small RV though. That's
yours is a big one, dude. So it's definitely, it is tiny home living, but it's sort a 30-footer.
Yeah,
right?
It's big. It's got 3 slide outs. It's plush, 47-inch TV. You get a lot of benefits for $20-something thousand. It's kind of crazy what you can get in a trailer versus a house. The quality shows and things like that. If you live your life a little lighter though, You save a lot of money, and honestly, I was glad I didn't have to tow it because I'm not that skilled at it. I was about to call this guy up.
Just keep going forward, and you'll be okay. Don't worry about it.
I had like 3 friends on the line going. I was like, hey, guys, if this thing goes down to level 3, I need you to come over here because I got my little car. I got this gigantic van that has to tow this thing, and someone's going to have to drive it. And it's amazing how many people were willing to volunteer and help out. I mean, that's the humbling part about all this that we're going through. I know that there's been crews, local crews helping out with local incidences with, I mean, the sad part about this too is the looting and the break-ins, and it's very unfortunate that we have to think about those things as well. And I always remind myself that is a small percentage of human beings, right?
It is a very small,
percentage.
Very small. But it is a real thing, you know. I know the media around here actually was pushing it as it wasn't happening, but I have firsthand knowledge that it was happening. The looting was happening. You know, it's insane that people are out of their houses and they have to worry about people coming into their houses and stealing them blind when they're not home during this fire stuff. It's insane. You know?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how to explain that anymore. It's just... for me, I'm an indecisive guy as it is, and when there's just so much uncertainty, and that was the other horrible thing, and you know, there has been some positives, but the fact that the information was hard to get.
Very communication was not good at all. No. I mean, I'm talking, it doesn't matter if it's local, county, state. Communication was really hard to come by, and you really had to do to multiple platforms to figure out what was true and what was fake, and... I don't know. I mean, if you guys follow me personally, you know, I was doing daily trips back to my house to check on it. I had stayed over at the in-laws house, which is probably, 7 miles away or something. It's a 15-minute drive. They stayed in level 1. They went to 2 for a while, but safe there. It's information was hard to come by.
Yeah, even the maps themselves to try to figure out the right map. I mean, thank goodness you emailed me that one, but I went through like 12 different fire maps trying to figure out where the actual flames were at and how far away I really was from the situation. Yeah. I know we're not supposed to go into politics, but there was, since I'm going down the disappointing list of things.
Yeah, right.
And I'm not going one side on this or the other, but man, they blurbed over how quickly of things we needed to do to get out of this, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, the fire chief said a few things, and then it turned into green energy versus cutting trees, and we still were losing our houses. People were still dying from this, and that was the most important things for the people above us to talk about, which was sad to me. And really, I mean, it took 48 hours for them to turn that, maybe less than that. Like, it took 30 hours for them, maybe 48 to turn that into that
a political aspect of it, as it's what are they calling it? Global warming problem.
Yeah, well, it's global warming is the one side, and then there's tree management or forest management. And
I don't know. I mean, my opinion for the state of Oregon, I've been here since '95. I can't talk for the old timers, but the forest management in this state is horrible. You know, I mean, I've drawn through a couple of the burn sections now. This fire burns so fast around our house, dude. Ground to 8 feet up is the only thing burnt. It burned that fast with the east winds we had coming at us, and it was only about 7 miles from my house was the fire edge for a while. So it receded quickly. As soon as the wind stopped, it pretty much stopped coming down the valley.
Again, I apologize about that. I should have some water in here or something. But speaking of the wind, that was the fortunate thing that's happening now. Just to let you guys know, we had the westerly winds causing the problem, correct?
We had the east winds.
East winds blowing to the west.
Yes.
That were causing it to go towards the ocean, obviously, which in between where the trees are and the ocean is, there's a lot of human beings. And that was the biggest factor, and the gusts were getting up to like 50, 60 mile per hour plus. It was wild. And then what happened is that switched 180 degrees, is now blowing from the other direction. We are receiving cooler temperatures now. and we are just crossing our fingers for rain, and that's what we can ask everyone to do. So
we need rain so bad, guys. I mean, most Oregonians like hate the rain, but right now we are praying. Every Oregonian that I know is praying for rain and a west wind. Zach, what's up, boys? How you doing? I'm going to check in over on Twitch. We got Zach over there, Cadillac James, and the Sound Rebel. Cryptic, he was affected by this. Him, Cryptic and I, we live in the same town. If you guys didn't know that, now you do. We had a lot of conversations back and forth on the phone, text messages. We look out for each other out here in this little small town, man. You don't believe how many people I text messaged to see how they're doing. And as I'm trying to pack my stuff, I'm still checking on all my friends, to see how they're doing. This community is really small. I would say when I first moved to this community, I think it was like 4,000 strong. I think we're up to about 10, 11,000 now.
Yeah.
I moved here in 95. That's how long I've been in Malala, so.
Yeah. Speaking of the communication, what that reminded me of too is it was good to see. My family is cool, and we stayed in group text and we stayed amongst each other. They checked in on me and stuff. My sister's also going through. She's about to have my second niece, which she's scheduled for what is today? It's the 17th or something. I think is the cesarean. But
that'd be Thursday, the day before my birthday. So everybody knows my birthday's Friday. Just a little.
Nice.
Just a little.
Well, happy birthday, and
thanks,
I guess my niece will almost share that with you.
Almost. Yeah.
So that's cool. Yeah, and so that community, I dare say, and again, I'm not putting down my family. This is just my other families within the DJ circle and the outdoor life that I've lived was incredible. I put up one post, how far do I need to drive to get out of this smoke? That's all I cared about. Tell me which way to go. Yeah. And I had family as well, but I had noise in Arizona. I had a friend come out of the blue, Jeff Hartley, who actually was a bike mechanic at the shop I used to work at years and years ago. And he's like, I live in McCall, Idaho. You can come and stay with me for a couple weeks. Wow. I had my other friend up in northern Idaho say I could come stay with them. There was a lot of outreach of people that I, been around in my life that were way more than willing to take me out of this. So that has been the positive thing to see, that other people are coming together besides our leaders, but the rest of the world seems to be doing all right.
It's amazing. It's amazing what these disasters do to the human body. We've had so many problems here in Portland. I'm not even going to get there. 140 days of riots and protests and blah, 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 blah. But this thing here, man, it has changed everybody. And I know in our community, as like you were saying, in your community, just anybody was reaching out to help. So there are still a lot of good people out there that want to do well.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I have friends, and luckily I've set up my life to be mobile and to do what I need. Yeah. And I'm single. I don't have a lot of people that depend on me. I set myself up that way. But, I have a lot of... You need
to change that.
I don't know. I like this. It's nice.
You need to change that, man.
No
Come
way.
on. Yeah.
Women are scary. But they're evil.
I don't know.
So I'm in the kayak world. There's Luke Spencer, it's Clackamas River Outfitters in Estacada. If you're ever out there, go check that out. But right now it's on fire. But his shop is right there. I reached out to them, checked on them. But he has an entire business, brick and mortar. That's just, it's over now. It's there, but luckily the town didn't burn down itself. But
what about Promontory, where he has a lot of his stuff at?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying too. Gone. All the stuff. He not only had that shop, he does have all the rental shops around the parks there. And I have no clue. I haven't heard yet about how that went, but I think his main shop, I know that store
survived.
So
the fire never reached the town of Estacada. It got about a half a mile, I think. If people are familiar with Portland, Estacada, Faraday Dam is the closest it got to Estacada, I think, which is about a half mile from Estacada.
Hey, Ruger, how are you, man? It's been a long time. That's my cousin there. He'd be like my second cousin. He's like the kid of my cousin. How's that work out?
I don't know.
Yeah. Anyways, he's a good dude. He served the military a while ago. He came out here. We stayed came out of the coast, visited me at the coast a couple times.
If Goalie's still watching over there on Facebook, I don't know if he is, man, but So props to him. We are going to get together as a collective, I think, down in January, down at Noise's house in Arizona.
Oh, that's what that text was about?
Yeah.
I just thought he was just feeling lonely or something.
No, not at all. So we're going to take that advantage, since NAMM 2021 has been canceled, we're going to take that amongst ourselves and go visit Noise in Arizona, man.
Oh, well, I guess I should shop for those airfares or plan on driving. I don't know.
I'd fly. I don't know.
I can make a road trip out of it. I know
you could make a road trip out of it. You got family down there. You like to drive. You could go.
I know. I got my grandma, my cousins. I got friends in Vegas. I could stop and see. I mean, I looked at it right now. Honestly, I mapped it out. Well, it would be over 2.5, 3 days of driving total. But to make the entire loop that I want to do, it would be from here to Salt Lake, down to Vegas, over to Phoenix, Mesa, Maricopa, and then up to Snowflake, Taylor, and then you drive like the reservations back up towards Salt Lake, and then I'd make my way back home.
So
yeah, haven't done it yet.
Exactly. So this guy went to Bellingham to get away from the smoke. He would call me daily. Give me an update, guys. Give me an update. And he's like, I'm thinking about driving to Salt Lake City and then down to Arizona. And it's like, dude, do you and go, And
I'm still debating, man. If we don't get this rain scheduled in the next day or two, I've always wanted to see Montana.
It's smoky, dude. Pull up a smoke map. It's smoke from the West Coast all the way to the Great Lakes, I think, man. So the whole northern part of the U.S. is smoke covered from us. I mean, I'm not going to quote fire numbers, but I think we're closing in on 500,000 acres of fire, dude.
Wow. Yeah. Gooley just said he'd be there January 14th through the 17th.
Yeah, see? There you go. So there it is. So
There's my dates.
There it is, 14th to the 17th. I've already looked.
My travel plans.
I've already looked. I got to text Goalie and see when he lands. We're going to coordinate this a little bit so Noise just makes one trip with the minivan, picks us all up.
Well, maybe I'll just be van lifing by then, living in the wilderness. So then I can just take off.
I don't know if you'll be there yet.
Probably not by January. Probably not.
So JV just said the smoke is all the way to Rhode Island. See, I mean, it's going. I mean, we have that western flow, but it doesn't seem like it's helping us. JV said the smoke is all the way to Rhode Island.
Oh, hello, JV, our number one subscriber.
Exactly, on Twitch. So.
Yeah, I had a couple people hit me, or a couple people asked me if we were doing this stream tonight. I actually told them no. I didn't realize we were going to.
Exactly. This was thrown together, man. This was thrown together to me. I went like I said, I took my equipment to 2 different places. Nate took some of the equipment, then I took some over to my partner's house over in Southwest Portland. And I decided to do this on the way back after getting most of my equipment from my partner's house today. It's like, let's throw the studio together really quick. Let's do a little podcast. Let's get out there and talk to people and tell them what's going on here in the Northwest and what's been happening with you and I, because we were affected the most out of this, living so close to it. Like I said, I was out of my house, guys, for 6 days, I believe. I left last Tuesday and I came home yesterday. So almost a week, 6 days.
Yeah, I was still able to sleep in. I actually didn't, though. I bounced from all sorts of different friends. I went and stayed actually I didn't stay at their hotel, but I went and hung out with them. I ran away from it early, went over to Wilsonville, didn't quite get it, but then within a day it did. And Wilsonville's just a little bit more west. It's not that far. And, I checked that out, and then I went back, and then I was checking with you, and then I went up and told Zach. Now I'm back here debating on what is going to happen next. We're hoping what? We get the most water on Thursday, right? That's what we're hoping for?
We're hoping for rain by Thursday, dude. Thursday or Friday. But still, as they're saying, none of the fires are contained. They are lined. They're being PR right now. You know what PC, politically correct, or
they're building fire breaks. That's
correct. They are cutting lines. They haven't said that nothing is contained. So
yeah, and it's really great conditions for COVID.
God.
Because it's a lung condition.
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
But I don't want to go down this rabbit hole, but I will. Yeah. Okay. So the CDC came out with, because especially for us in the Northwest, the fires, even California. I know California's a mess right now. Golic can accept to that as well, dude. It's a mess down there. But the CDC came out, your cloth masks are not good for these smoke conditions, blah, blah, blah. But isn't a smoke or COVID polycle macron, whatever, smaller than a smoke. You know what I'm saying? I just don't understand it. But
yeah, it's like, I think
anyway.
Detroit put up a meme of someone like urinating in their pants versus just pulling down their pants and urinating on you. So,
yeah.
I mean, you're not going to get any urine on you.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't want to. So Cryptic just commented, I heard there's slight chance that we go back to level 1 tomorrow. Dude, that would be awesome. But you know what? I'm not going to count my chickens until it actually happens. For most people that understand the evacuation orders, it could be, like I said, it was 4 or 5 miles from my house here. I think the main reason they evacuated to get us out of here, obviously, is health reasons. Fire, it could have spread really fast. But I think the bigger reason is they want people out so that way they can move equipment around freely and willingly and not have to worry about the bodies of people getting in the way of where they have to go. That's just my assumption, and it is a safety issue. I get that. But the biggest issue is to get equipment in and out of these fires as fast as possible.
Yeah.
I mean, so...
Other than that, you've been back to work a little bit, though.
Today, yesterday was the first day back to work for me. I took all last week off because I was coming and going to my house, checking on it, making sure things aren't happening that shouldn't be happening.
Yeah.
And I come back and then, what do I got? 4 jobs going on right now, and they're all a mess. When you're the project manager, things happen. I got to take care of them, and I take the week off. And I'm not saying I'm He-Man, but I do a lot of things, and I make things happen. And then I have subs that don't want to work because of the air quality is unhealthy to work, so that's causing some issues.
So Clint is relatively humble, but he is kind of the big guy on campus within the company. Yeah. He does book when he says subs. So I got to translate that for those of you that haven't worked construction, subcontractors.
Subcontractors,
yeah.
Yes.
So anything and everyone, he's going to be the one that contacts them and puts them into these jobs, and they do very high-end remodels and builds.
Very.
And it's impressive.
But it's a lot of work, man. I was talking to the painter today, and he's like, he's building a house down in Mexico, and he lives here in Oregon, but he's building a house in Mexico. He has family there.
What?
And, it's whatever.
So Brandy Hedderly, she just said I need my bed back.
Brandy, oh yeah, dude, it was awesome to be in your own bed. I love my in-laws. Okay. That's where I stayed all the time. But I tell you what, man, once you guys get out of your own bed for a while and have to go sleep somewhere else, you guys, I don't know. It's just one of those things. You miss things.
Zach's couch is nice, but mattress is cooler.
Right? Come on.
It is.
I'm very thankful for what the in-laws did. I'm sure other people are thankful for what they've done. And luckily, I still have my house, dude. There's some people that don't have their houses. I was severely worried for like 2 days that my brother was going to lose his house. It came within, I think, a half mile of his house, dude.
Yeah, they live probably the closest out of anyone I personally know. It was. We were all really worried and hoping for the best, and I think we got it. I think we got it on that one. So,
and Cryptic's like, I know I have a ton of cleaning to do tomorrow, inside and out. I'm not looking forward to it. Yeah, dude, I did a lot of cleaning on Sunday. I'm still trying to purify the air in my house. I'm the only one here. The wife and kid did not come home yet, so they're still at the in-laws. It's hard when you have a 4-year-old too. You got to look after their safety more than anybody else's. So I'm here just by myself. So the wife and kid will be back tomorrow, I hope.
I can imagine the people with livestock, man.
Oh, nightmare.
Could you imagine?
Just cry after cry after cry. Help me, I need to get my livestock out. And then they take it to a safe place, and that place gets into a level 2. Then they got to move the livestock again. It's just turned into a nightmare, dude. I couldn't imagine trying to move livestock or animals.
I did see there was a local company, a local trailer sales place that was actually allowing their trailers to just be taken.
Nice.
And used for that, which I was like, whoa, that's crazy. But that's awesome at the same time,
Yeah, so. That just comes to show. There's a lot of good that comes together when you have disasters, usually.
Well, good thing. You can still shop at One Stop DJ Shops. I guess we can plug Goolie's in the room.
Yeah.
He's definitely been our sponsor for a long time on Tuesday nights and a big supporter. And we appreciate that. So onestopdjshops.com. The T-shirts are available too if you're on Twitch. Please get on that. Again, we are rebuilding. We need as much as we can. And you probably need a new wardrobe, and I know you need an Everyone Loves Sewell # shirt.
So it's funny you bring that. I knew you were going to lead into this. So
Had to.
So I just got new updates from the merch store today. And Nate, Everyone Leaves Sewell is a number one by one sale. One sale.
So I need like 20 more.
So, and then you go down the list too. Then we have the long Hit Squad logo that's usually on the stream, the long blue one. And then below that is Detroit at number 3. And then it just goes down from there. The regular blue Hit Squad and then the gold Hit Squad. And then Noise is trying to pick you up in there to the bottom, you know. So.
Noise is out there making threats.
He is making threats.
He's talking trash online. He's being that online bully he is.
He is.
And he's calling that out. Just because I'm in the lead, you know, that's just how it works right now. Everyone loves Sewell hashtags.
It has to be the heart, the red heart. Everybody likes the heart or the love.
It's just more than a logo. That's it.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like everybody's logo is cool, but mine just has a heart with my logo. Well, it doesn't even have. Yeah, that's my logo.
It
on
has
it.
Your logo on it.
Yeah, I was like, okay, we did redesign that with my logo instead of just it saying Sewell. I love my hat. Thank you, Ryan Simpson.
Yeah, thank you. He's actually the only one that got the limited edition gold hat. So
you got the gold one too?
Yeah. So the gold is still up because I actually literally lost track after all this stuff.
Yeah, when all this went down, we couldn't really. Yeah. It was supposed to be more limited than it was, so you're lucking out. You can still get yourself a gold Hit Squad, DJ's cap, bag, shirt.
Whatever you want. It's still there, man.
It's crazy. You can get mugs. Yeah, Ryan looks good in those hats, though.
He is a hat. He's I guess you'd call him a hattie.
A hattie?
You know, I don't know what you call those guys that collect hats, you know? I mean, so.
I mean, it's a sneakerhead, but you're already wearing a hat on your head, so are you a hat head? I don't know. I mean, you have hat.
So what do you call yourself, Ryan? I mean, come on. I mean, it could be Everyone Actually Loves You, left out, you're the number one. He's not the number one. I mean, I'm not going to get into that.
I'm the number one sales, though.
You are the number one. You are number one sales. Yes, you are.
I mean, I'm trying to think what I've ever been number one in, but
Detroit over.
Oh, Mad Hatter, hat connoisseur. All right,
Mad Hatter there. Okay, yeah.
Hat connoisseur. That works all right.
Mad Hatter. I like that better.
Yeah, Mad Hatters. Like you can pluralize that one too. Yeah. I can't even say that word. Pluralize that as well.
So JV over on Twitch is like, Detroit needs more merch options. What would you like to see from more of Detroit? Go through the rest of the merch store. Actually, if you go through the Square Hit Squad merch channel, I guess or tab you would call it, that has every option that's available to us in the merch store. And just comment, let us know on a stream that Detroit's or Sewell needs this or Noise needs that. And I'm free to add anything to the merch store, you guys. I mean, if it's a sale to help us with this studio, that's where all this money comes right back to this studio, right back to the green studio, which is on the other side of this wall. The equipment, everything, that all comes from to help all this. So,
yeah, no, it's a great thing to do. We're trying to not just beg for money. You know, I mean, it gives you an option to take something home with you, more than just the Cash App. And we love the Cash App as well. Hit Squad DJs on the Cash App. If you just feel like tipping and you don't want to wear a logo, that's fine. But the option's there for you. And JV, maybe JV's talking about maybe Detroit needs. He has his logo, but maybe he should come up with some creative thing with it on a pan or something.
I mean,
he's a cook, he's a chef.
So JV maybe just asked, she's like, I have 1 million shirts now, laughing out loud, but he needs hats, cups, bags, pillows, mask.
Those are all on there, aren't they?
Not for Detroit.
Oh man, you got to bump up his thing. That's why he's now selling more than me.
Oh man, come on. Okay, I'll see if I can find a pan for him or something. You know,
but you said she wants cups and what else?
Hats, cups, bags, pillows, and mask.
Well, the cups are available. You can just add that as an available option.
I can.
And
I can add everything that she asked for.
Oh, there you go. Just go in there.
So that might put you behind, though. I mean,
hey, I'm not afraid. It's all helping out, man. This is all friendly competition.
Yeah, it is friendly competition. Like I said, it all helps the studios. What up, Shug? He's over on Twitch, man. Good to see you. We will get back. Just so everybody knows that watching us, tuning in, we'll get back to music. I'm hoping by next Tuesday, man. This has been killing me. I mean,
Yeah, it's hard. If
you guys know me, Nate, I mean, we all do this because we love music. You guys don't see me on screen a lot DJing, but we all love it. I enjoy it, but I enjoy the company, coming over, hanging out in the studio, and doing what we do.
Yeah, the camaraderie has been really nice in this. The crazy thing is we should probably talk about what the show was going to be. I mean, this show that we had to cancel last Tuesday
was insane.
Was going to be amazing. We had help me out here.
I know we had Physicality coming back. I mean, him and his partner, I was really looking forward to that. And then Trey from
the Far Side.
Yes.
Which, if you haven't ever checked out the Far Side, please Google them, check them out. They are very historical hip hop. They were one of those lyrical groups with multiple characters in it that came out in a certain time, and you definitely should listen to them. They have a couple great hits. You'll recognize them.
Yeah, so we'll have to reach back out to him and see if we can get him back on the schedule. I don't know what his schedule's like, but we just got to pick up and move on, and that's what we do, so.
It seems that our connections and our guys that are friends with him are pretty good. So I think there is a high chance we'll be getting a member of the Far Side in on our stream, and hopefully that'll work out. We will keep you guys up to date on that. If you guys would like to see other things and different stuff, some topics, whatever, please let us know that as well.
And like I said, I mean, we got tonight. Actually, was supposed to be Frequency was supposed to be coming back tonight for the stream. Obviously, that didn't work out. And this is kind of giving you a little test of what our podcast is going to be like. I mean, so we're going to do it right here in this studio. Maybe have a third or fourth mic, so we can have 3 or 4 guys here. We'll get a couple more cameras going. But like I said, this was a quick throw together just so we can just talk to you guys, talk to the fans, and connect to you guys and see what's been happening.
Yeah. I guess what else is there to say? I'm trying to think. There's the effects of our industry going down has been going on for a long time. With the COVID, we're losing a ton of bars.
They're closing left and right, man. And I think it's only going to get worse.
Yeah.
As time goes on.
The longer this goes, the less venues we will have. I know that the private sector, weddings and things have been pushed off for years. They will come back really strong if they get it going again by next August, next year by the peak of wedding season, perhaps. The mobile stuff will be really big, but I don't know if the bar and club things.
I think mobile next spring, summer is going to be really busy. We're going to have to lean a lot on each other. Just because cancellations this year for weddings, got pushed off to next year. So, I mean, we're going to be double booked, and we're just going to have to dig deep and get it taken care of. But I am so hopeful that I'll be back in the clubs by New Year's, man. I was hoping for Halloween, but that's not going to happen. That's not going to be real this year.
Yeah.
I mean, so I'm hoping for New Year's. But then again, you got to think about it from the club owner side. Is it going to be worth it to have the chance to throw a big party? Is people still going to come out? Are they going to be scared? Is it going to be bigger than it? Is it going to be bigger than it normally is because people have been locked up for so long, So,
yeah, man, it's
the smoke.
Yeah, it's the smoke. It's crazy. But the longer this is held out, I'm losing faith in the fact that it's going to be a big boom. Like, I don't know if that's the same way you're feeling. Like, I feel bad about that. Maybe it's just the fact of my personal anxiety, my personal things of not being working and all the patterns being off that I'm starting to get kind of down on this. But I really am. I don't know if they just fires cleared out, everything turned out. They're like, no more COVID, and in 2 weeks, and they open up everything. I don't know if people are going to go crazy or not.
No, I don't think so. I
don't think they're going to.
I mean, like I said, I'm out in the public every day, driving around, talking to people, just because what I do. I mean, and I'm going to say I support the maskers who wear masks all the time. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of those, okay? But looking at that, it's going to be really hard for those people to come out to a venue or come out to enjoy themselves when they're still scared, because it is. I'm not saying it's fake. It is a real issue. It is a real issue. I understand that. But it's getting the trust of those people to come back to the clubs or the bars to hang out with us.
Yeah, I think people are the new skittish behavior when you're in somewhere, I don't know is going to dissipate as soon as I would like it to. But I have hope, and I'm with you. I cross my fingers. January would be awesome, but
I don't know, man.
I mean, now we don't even really have phases. It's just kind of.
I know, right? We're still in phase 1, dude. Honestly,
there's not even real titles. People are just like, some
Whatever.
people are just opening, some people aren't.
Yeah,
and like
it's insane. Like venues, I mean, technically aren't supposed to be having anything in the first phase, but I know some that are having full-on live bands, dude.
I've worked in and out of gentlemen's clubs every now and again for a while, since my layoff in radio from the first amazing downfall of Enron and all that. That was awesome. But yeah, I have friends, Sinrock, which is a chain. They have one in Alaska. They have a couple, and they've opened up now their Southeast location. So if anyone's familiar with it's super weird. Like they have lap dance rooms, so they can't
I don't know,
even.
man.
They can't.
I don't know.
They can't even do that.
And JV's like, yeah, it's sad. We're talking about that, friends. They're talking about like hoping for New Year's, and then JV's like, yeah, I didn't help when things opened up, and then places got hit with cases and had to close again. And that did happen here to a couple bars and venues that we know. They opened up. They had through parties. They didn't care. They got a couple cases. I'm not going to name strip clubs, but I know strip clubs did it. A couple bars did it. They all got cases, and then they shut down again. It's what do you do? I mean, it's really hard. I mean, OSHA and OLCC for the Oregon Liquor Control Commission. That's what it means here for us in Oregon. I want to kind of say they got you by the balls.
No, absolutely. We have no say. We
None
really
whatsoever.
don't.
The owners don't have a say. None of us has a say in what happens and what. I mean, it's really sad for the business owners to watch businesses go down. And that's just it for myself. I mean, another business, Alpha Systems, a venue installation company for sound and lighting. I haven't done anything since all this started, man. In nothing. So it just people aren't putting money into their venues right now, and I get it because they're not having money coming in.
No, not at all. And it's a scary fact that it takes one person walking in and they can yank your license, mate.
One person, that's all it is. I mean, you got to walk in with a mask. See, this is what I think is silly to me. I'm going to go down anyway. So you got to walk into the bar with a mask on, sit down at a table, take it off. Get your drink, right? You can sit there with your drink, eat, whatever, without a mask on. But to get up and go to the bathroom, you got to have a mask on.
Yeah.
You got to have a mask on to walk through the door to your table. What difference does it make? I'm just trying to ask some logic here. What difference does it make if I'm sitting at my desk or my table drinking or if I'm walking 5 feet to the bathroom?
I don't think there has been logic involved in any of this from the very beginning. I'm a pretty dry-humored, logical human being, and this has not made any sense in the fact that but unfortunately, the other side is so much worse. You know what I'm saying? Like the option of this being weird, we can still go in there. That's cool, right?
Totally
Otherwise,
cool.
the only other way, if you were truly, would literally to be like to lock your doors, like, and nobody be out. Like that would be like if it was that big rush of what they're calling a pandemic, and it was that big of an issue, like the only way to isolate that would be to truly force everyone inside, and that would be unconstitutional.
In your own home.
In your own home.
Or your own establishment,
It's not legal.
Exactly,
so,
no.
I mean, we're not geared to even deal with it, so who knows?
Nah, and like I said, it is what it is. We will get through this. I know there's a lot of guys, though, that aren't going to be DJing when we come out of this. They couldn't handle the time off. So
the virus knows you're sitting.
Oh, yes, nice. Yes, it does. Exactly knows where we're sitting.
Knows where. Oh, and here's some positive things. Ryan Simpson put up, he did just DJ a car show tonight for the fire victims. Yes. He said there was a ton of people in masks there, and it was a good time.
Like I said, I'm not hating on people in masks. I know it's a thing, but the smoke particles, dude, these cloth masks do not help with smoke particles here in Oregon. I will say that. I do know that. OSHA has come out and said that.
It kind of takes the sting off, though.
It doesn't matter, dude. It doesn't matter.
I know it's not like causing me any less harm or more harm or less harm by wearing one, but I know when it was fully smoked, I actually grabbed a couple.
Yeah.
You know, and just
Multiple
when I
layers.
would go outside, that would have at least another layer in front of my mouth. And I'm not defending this for a viral situation. I'm just saying, like that first sting of campfire smoke you sucked down, it was at least, it kind of helped with that. But other than that, I'm sure the toxins and everything else still go inside your lungs.
So this is what it's like. If you, good example, you brought that up, campfire. It's like being in campfire smoke for a week, surrounded by it. You can't get out of it. You can't just walk around the campfire and get out of it. You are trapped in it 24/7.
Yeah, lots of people not giving a. Can I swear?
Yeah, go ahead.
Ryan Simpson. Lots of people not giving a fucking. Also, he said. And that's definitely what's going on. It's left and
it's totally left and right, dude. It's totally left and right.
Yeah,
it's A and B. You know,
A and B. Thank you. That's a lot better. A and B is way cooler than saying left and right.
Right. It's
that brings up
so you got
blue
your
and red and all that crap.
It's all A and B.
But
so JV's like, yeah, because you're surrounded by people in close proximity, but it is airborne. Restaurants are literally the highest risk place nowadays. You know, but here's my thought. You are correct, JV, 100%. But here's my take on this whole thing. As business owners, I mean, having 2 businesses myself, actually 3, DJs, whatever. If you're scared to go out and you're totally don't want to go out, don't go out. It's that simple. Yeah. That's the way I think about it. It doesn't bother me to go out and go places and go to my supply houses, go to restaurants. The wife and I have been out to dinner several times. We've been to the bars a couple times. You know, if you're that scared, just don't go out. And don't be the people that go out and you're scared and then you call OSHA or OLCC and file a complaint on somebody because you're threatened for your safety. If you're that scared, just turn around and leave. It's that simple.
True. I agree with you, but I also know the other side of the argument, you know, is that the mask and everything else is for the other people. You know, in the beginning of this, it was for the children and the elderly.
Correct.
You know, and so the argument is if you're not doing that, then you're putting them more at risk. All right. So that's the argument. I get that. But you do have a choice to be there and not to be there and to cause problems for all the other people that are there and obeying these rules. I can't agree with that behavior either.
But then, I mean, let's flip this to the other side. I mean, I know we're struggling as DJs. Let's flip it to the bartender side. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They're struggling. I mean, they're still working and they're struggling because their intake of bodies into the venues or bars. They're not counting on the tips. They're not getting as much as their tips. And we all know bartenders, servers, waitresses, and all that, they all live off their tips.
Yeah.
You know, so it's I don't know. It is what it is.
Yeah, I was actually surprised to find that my friend Nick that did work at Sin Rock on Thursday night actually came out of there with some money. I don't even know how he did that. I don't even know why. I don't know. It's an odd choice, but we probably should educate people that aren't in the Northwest, which I hope there's a few out there so you can kind of get this oddness, you know, keeping Oregon weird, Portland weird. We have over 110 different places that cater to stripping or gentlemen or adult entertainment.
Clubs, adult entertainment. There you go.
That you can walk in and have beverages and do those and partake of those. So the culture is a little casual and part of a lot of people's lifestyle. And you can love or hate that. I know that there's, you know, you can take a political view on that. You can take a religious view against it. You can take a religious for it. But needless to say, I just feel that needs to be said that this is a very, very unique market in the fact that we have that many establishments. Like there is, and it's legal. So, I mean, they are legitimate legal businesses and there's a ton of them. But, I personally don't know if I really want to be in one currently.
No, I mean, so it's like JV's talking over here on Twitch again. She's like, yeah, most people going out besides careless or don't tip. And then the follow-up comment, another problem is she over tips on all the to-go orders and deliveries. Trust me, my sister-in-law owns a venue here in town I supported her. I still support her. I eat there at least once a week, still on to-go orders. And I do tip her more than I normally should. It just shows respect to the owners and the bartenders when you are getting orders to go. Take care of them, man. I mean, if you're already spending, let's say $30 on a dinner, you're going out for two, whatever, maybe that's yourself, who cares? But what's another $5, $6, $7, $10? I mean, if you can afford to go out, you can afford to tip a nice size.
No, absolutely. Their salary is still, at least out here. See, I came from Utah. They actually have a server wage.
Gotcha.
Server
it's minimum
wage
here.
Yeah, at least it's minimum. But minimum, what is minimum now?
I think it just went up to $11.25.
Okay, so minimum is $11.25. I think you only get like $2-3 an hour back in those server wages. So, traveling or whatever, just keep in mind it's a really minimum hourly.
And then you take 27% of that $11.25 an hour. You're only working 5-6 hours a shift. It doesn't add up much. That's why tipping is relied on so much.
Yeah, and it's important to play that properly and do the proper amount. All
right.
I guess if you don't receive the service, I guess you have that option as well. But
dude, I'm the first one. I will gladly. And the wife, it makes the wife so mad when we go places and and I go, you know what? I'm not going to leave a tip for this person. Our service was horrible, and I don't like the restaurants that one person will come out and take your order, and then another person will bring your order to you, and then another person will come check on you, and it's like I don't feel like one person is really taking care of you at that location. So why tip them?
Yeah, no, I agree. I think you have the option to do that. And that's part of your right as a consumer. I was trying to figure out some more share options when I was trying to talk on this topic as well. And I was reading Ryan. He says he's been doing Grubhub, Postmates, and some people are doing great tips, made like 60 in 2 hours a while ago. Yeah, I've actually...
Well, bring me some food, damn you.
Yeah,
Come on. Get in your little car and bring me some food. You know what I like?
And that's a good transition, though. Like some of the alternative things we've had to do to try to get by since we have been working in the entertainment business for so long. I've had to Instacart, which if you're familiar with that, you basically
shopping online. Yeah. Somebody delivers it to you.
Yeah, I do it. It's not just delivery though. And you're on the shopper side of it.
Sure, yeah.
You actually go shop. You pick up all the groceries. You load your car and you take it. It is higher money compared to some of the other ones, but yeah, the tips are decent sometimes. They were amazing in the beginning of this.
Oh yeah.
In the beginning of this, everyone was like super scared, super generous. You were
killing
it on the first couple of weeks. Yeah. Then a lot of people jumped on, and these apps are just getting bombarded. Like he said, Grubhub and Postmates. I mean, I've signed up for a couple of those other ones too. It's mad competition now because they're.
Damn, it's gone.
Yeah, no, I mean, there are now bots on these things. Instacart was getting, people are making swipe programs that swipe for you, because you have to swipe the order to get it onto your whatever to go get it. And yeah, before you could take a breath and before you could even physically touch your screen, it would take that away. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. You can luck out though, and those are some options. At least those are options to get some money.
Yeah, it is. It's just going to piss a lot of people off. I know it is. I've been a grinder my entire life, 2-3 jobs since I've been in school. If you're willing to work, there's always a job. If you don't want to work, you'll never find a job.
That's true.
I mean, it's just, if you're willing to work, you can find a job. If you don't want to work, you'll never find a job.
And I'm a testament to that as well. I got onto this and I did it really hard for a while on the Instacart thing, but I actually have started to receive some of my unemployment. So I've kind of paused out for like a week, but
I think you should get back on it just because.
But
that's me.
Absolutely. I've been doing just less because I don't want to make over a certain amount because then I lose everything. So, and that's the catch-22 of unemployment, it breeds that behavior. It really does because you only, and unfortunately, my entire resume is built upon events.
Yeah,
and it has been my first career, real career in radio. I wasn't I was only on air for a couple years. Like when someone says radio, the only guy you think of is the person that's actually on the microphone.
Oh, there's so much more to it.
Oh yeah, and I was in the department of promotions and marketing, or promotions director was my title. And so anything you see on the street is that person's responsibility. The cars, the giveaways, the tickets. I mean, I was the cool guy. It was awesome. But yeah, anyways, I forgot where I was going with that. I heard
I don't know.
Your phone rang, dude.
Yeah, I know.
Screwed me all up. I heard the phone ring.
Ding, ding,
I
ding,
had
ding.
a point to make.
So
and
it's
shiny things happened.
Dude, this is the Apple life, dude. I mean, come on, it all works together. But JV is like so many people unemployed, so I can see that. Yeah, it's I don't know. Back to Ryan though, over there on Facebook land. Yeah, bring me some tacos, dude. Everybody knows I love tacos. Come on, bud. Get in your XB. You know where I live. It's not that far.
No. Come on, man. Feed us. Sugar said he got 200 smiles from the roller skating event he's been doing on Sundays.
Yeah.
The Rise and Roll. He actually has been pretty successful with that. You see the pictures really, from the last of them.
Yeah,
it looks like really a lot of fun. Yeah. So congratulations on that, Sugar.
Yeah, congrats, dude. It is, and then we're going to keep doing this, squirrel tacos. JV's over there gifting subs on Twitch, you guys. Jump on it, man.
Yeah. If you don't have your subscription, now get over there because she'll get it for you.
Yeah, she's been a great supporter, man.
She's amazing.
Yeah. So, anyway, yeah, so we're wrapping things up here. Like I said, this was just to jump on here, get connected with our fans, let everybody know what's going on with us in the Hit Squad studio, especially myself and my personal life, because this is all done at my house, you guys. So,
absolutely. He's been overly generous with his space. We could try in my RV if you want, man.
Oh, that'd be tough. That'd be a little, I know we're all close and everything, but that's getting really close.
We can try my van life once I get that built.
Yeah, let's try it, dude.
Actually, that'll be kind of fun. I hope I get to kind of do some YouTubing on that. And I'm completely interested in the van life. I don't know if anyone has looked up that hashtag or checked that out. It's pretty interesting what people are doing with vans and living in them full time from every type of van you can imagine, and that they're putting full showers, bathroom. It's ridiculous what people are doing. It's awesome.
So anyway, well, I think it's a wrap, dude. We've been on here almost an hour. Yeah, it's definitely appreciated, you guys. I much feel the love from everybody out there. And like I said, Tuesday nights, we will get back to music.
Oh, your wife wants us to try the RV. She says we got to get cozy in the RV.
Get cozy in the RV? Yeah. My wife's on there?
Yeah, she's on Facebook.
Oh, man. What is she?
Oh, and just to mention, Lalo said you probably should mention that the compound is heavily armed and surrounded with cameras.
The compound is heavily armed and cameras on it, dude. So there's that.
Yeah.
So and us rednecks out here in the woods, don't mess around, dude. Let me tell you.
Absolutely.
So what up, Ernie G? Good to see you, man. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, man, we are safe and sound, man. I appreciate you guys, especially you, reaching out personally to me. It means a lot, man, and appreciate it, man.
You're gonna have to be the big spoon. That's what Sugar says.
I'm the big spoon.
I like spoon. Once we all get cuddled up in my RV, we act like this is a small. It would be hard with 5-6 people in there. But I've had Sugar in Detroit. I've had 2 or 3 people in there. It's big, but I don't know how we'd ever broadcast in there.
It'd be impossible. Well, and you don't have a solid internet line. We can get into that whole problems and. The wife is watching you. Come on. It is, man.
Watching you.
Yeah.
All right. So,
what? So what am I going to do wrong? I'm sitting in my studio with Nathan. We're going to go. I don't know. So,
I think she's.
Yes. All love, Ernie.
Totally swiped away my stream.
I know. I'm gonna
it come back. I hate it when it
Ernie, one big prop out to you, buddy. I'm gonna miss seeing you in January at the annual NAMM show. I always look forward to seeing my friends down there at NAMM. This year's gonna be different, man. It's gonna be I don't know. I know this year will be Well, I think this year would have been my 7th or 8th year at NAM, but I've grown to meet a lot of different friends and hang out with friends down there. It sounds like Nate just lost his computer. Who knows?
I kind of did. I did the double finger thing on the Mac, and it swiped it away. Man. There's the super pad. What do you call it? You know the name of this pad thing?
The trackpad?
Trackpad, but I thought it had some special name when it was a Mac. It's not an iTrackpad?
No, it's just trackpad.
Oh, okay.
Trackpad.
But yeah, it...
So Lalo's like, NAM at Lalo's house this year. Yes, NAM is going to be moved to Arizona. I'll leave that up to him to leave in the comments on over there on Facebook. It is going to be in Arizona. That's where I'm headed with Jason Goley. I think Nate's going to try to get down there. Sugar's calling for Hit Squad DJ gun bags. Not possible. Ernie, I can do a show on guns and gear, but guns and gear episode. We can do that. That's funny you bring that up, dude, because, I'm not going to say, but it was quite funny trying to get when I had to evac out of here, all my guns. I'm not going to lie. I laid them out in a padding bag, like a moving pad, and just rolled them up like a duffel bag, dude, because, I don't know, there was 12 or 13 of them or something out of the safe, it is what it is, so...
Yeah, so I feel I think he was worried about you kind of giving away the location, but I think we'll be okay. I don't think a lot of people remember, and most of the people I see in here, we are very aware of who you are. So
yeah, exactly.
It's not that big a deal, but good looking out, Noise. Yes. Good looking out, man.
Noise and Ernie's like, can we bring our straps to the Lalos? And Noise is like, yes, dude. See that I could do it. I could fly with mine. I'm technically legal to fly with my firearm. But it is what it is.
Yeah. Have you ever flown?
Me? Have I flown?
With your arms?
Yes, I have. It's not easy, but it can be done. You just have to know clip capacity on where you're going because it's different from us.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, so anyways, Ryan Simpson said he has gun goals. I only have these ones. I'm doing all right, but COVID's really kind of messed them up. I got to get back in the gym. Yeah,
it is what it is. There you go. But guns and cameras are always good. JV's said that over on Twitch. Yes. Ryan's like, show up with a burrito and get shot. Never. If you show me food with a burrito or a taco and you text me first before you knock, I think you'll be okay.
Yeah, if you come over with any... thing
food.
That's tortilla related, I think
anything tortilla related.
I think you'll be all right. You'll be safe, but you got to give them heads up, and then you'll be all right.
Yeah. So
be safe, DJ Fabe.
It will, Ernie. Just get it, buddy. I know you're tight with the union. Get it if you can. Get it. It's once you get it, never lose it. It's a thing to be proud of, man. He's talking about his concealed weapons.
Concealed?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are our rules in Oregon? We are a conceal. You can get a permit. Can you open carry?
You can open carry in the state of Oregon.
Okay.
You just got to be specific on which towns you go to because they do not allow it. But it's technically a state you can open carry. Yes.
So Ryan's going to go eat.
I just got home from a gig, and I love you guys. I mean, come on. You're going to go rub this in. I got to go find some food still, Yeah. So Ernie's like, the sheriff in L.A. would never sign off on it. Well, he's going to actually, Ernie, he's going to have to do something, dude, because it's going to become feast or famine down there in L.A. really soon. I mean, it's getting insane wild, wild west from what I see out here in Oregon.
Yeah, this is a really hard topic for me to comment on.
It is.
I don't have a gun. Okay, I've been in 2 shootings though.
That right there is enough to have a gun. I mean, come on, dude.
Crazy that I still haven't made that jump in it, and I'm not even anti. It's just wise man once said, it was kind of like one of those thoughts that I have to be willing to take that life, man. And I don't know, sometimes with the way my life is set up, I don't have kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of things that need to be protected.
Yeah, that's very true.
And if I ended up dead, yes, people would be sad. Yes, and I don't, I'm not preaching gloom.
Yeah, no, never.
It's just, the worst case scenario, there will be friends and family that are sad, but there is no one that financially depends upon me. No. And so, I mean, it's a tough choice to want to be that guy. I don't know, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing to be that guy and to do that. I appreciate the people that do have that do have their gun and have protected actually in a couple of situations I've been in. But that was my welcoming to Oregon, by the way. Welcome
to Oregon.
I moved out here 2 weeks in, man. 2 weeks, maybe 3. I was in one of the biggest shootings that they've had out here in a club in a long time, like one of the more controversial ones, I guess. Yeah. And just delivered a hard drive to another DJ.
And he got caught right in the middle of it, man. And then to cut, long story short, and then he moves into the dude that was actually the shooter's brother. It's just a small world out here in the club scene, dude. It just really is.
Reconnected with someone else. Yeah, weirdest thing. But speaking of which, the Arizona guys out there, I have to bring this part of it up because there was a girl in there, and I'm going to say this was a gentleman's club because I was DJing those when I first moved in because it's the easiest way to get work. And one of the girls is like, "Is this your first shooting?"
Yeah,
like that was the question. Like that makes you feel really good when you do that. When someone asks you, "Is this your first shooting?" Like this was common for her. She's all, "Well, I'm from Tucson. This happens like every week." And I'm like, "Holy crap, man! I don't know about you, Arizona guys, if that's real out there, but I don't know. Tucson's different from where most our guys are at, but
it's still Tucson. It's still Arizona,
dude. She's like, it was a couple times
we're gonna
a month.
Get bombarded right now with all those Arizona. Tucson's totally different from Phoenix and America and wherever they're all from. It is what it is. So, like I said, this is a quick rundown of what our podcast is going to be like. I mean, this is what they're going to be like once a month, guys, going forward here. Like I said, I got to get a few more cameras set up. But other than that, this is what they're going to be: 2 to 3 guys, 4 guys, maybe it depends. And we're just going to sit here and talk around BS for 2 times, 4 times, whatever it's, and really good reception right now. I'll give you some numbers over on Facebook. We got 14 on Facebook, 3 or 4 on Twitch. I think there's 5 or 6 on Mixcloud Live.
I'm counting 87 comments within the Facebook. So.
Exactly. I think, and once we start the podcast, it will be going to YouTube at the same time, so we'll get there.
I believe this will grow.
So
we closing out? We want to go on to another topic? Okay, cool. I was just, all right, sounds good. I appreciate you guys for tuning in on Tuesday. This was a pop-up, random. We didn't know we were going to do this, but here is the example of the podcasting with Hit Squad DJs in the Northwest. I'm DJ Sewell. This is DJ Clint.
DJ Clint over here. I would give a big shout out to the guys holding it down in Arizona on Thursday nights. I know there's not a lot of cross back and forth from Tuesday night guys to the Thursday night show. Go support them though, man. They're doing their thing down there with Noise, Cadillac, Echo. They're doing it really good. They're doing us proud down there in Arizona.
And they don't have fire, so they've been streaming. You guys should still be supporting them on Thursday nights.
Exactly. They are playing catch up, I think, though. I'm going to jump on this. They're playing catch up to what we're doing out here in the Northwest.
Okay, explain.
It's always a phone call. Well, how did you get that angle? How did you do that? What are you guys running there? So go check them out. You will not be disappointed on Thursday nights. So
no, it's a good show. There's good guys. Yeah. It's all family, and we have love for everyone. And thank you guys for checking in.
Yes, for sure.
We are glad that we got to let you know we are okay.
We're safe.
It sucks, but it's okay, and we're here. Nobody lost anything. We haven't lost anyone.
Nope.
And so Northwest is not as pretty as it should be right now. But
that's a fact.
We're hoping it's days and just a few days, and things will come back to blue skies, or even we'll take the gray rain skies at this point.
I'll take gray rain now.
Yes,
yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
So
I need the rivers to fill back up.
For you?
Yes, absolutely. So.
All right, guys, we're going to sign off. Thanks for tuning in with us. Check us out next Tuesday nights. I believe we will be streaming with music by next Tuesday night if the smoke cooperates. But definitely check out Thursday nights. Definitely check out One Stop DJ Shop for all your shopping needs.
Hit up the t-shirts.
Yes. T-shirts, go
So,
for it.
yeah, that's up on Twitch. You can find that below the fold if you're on your laptop. You go into the info booth there. We do need to figure out, there's got to be a jump address or something we can create so people can get to it quicker. There's got to be something we can do. But
Spreadshirt.com/Hit Squad DJs.
Spreadshirt.com/Hit Squad DJs. Spreadshirt.com is kind of hard to remember, but Hit Squad DJs, you should always know that one.
Yeah. Google search merch, Hit Squad DJs. You know?
Absolutely, for sure. I don't have anything else. I don't know what else to say. I look forward to seeing you guys, being behind the turntables, and having some more prepared topics for you.
Hit Squad TV.